Hi everyone, a couple of things to show you right now. Now I've got a tag that I'm going to show you in a minute, but I'm going to show you how to make one of these books. Now you need one of these, a magazine, an old magazine that's got that flat type of edge, and then all you do with that is you use your knife. Oh, it went in there. And you cut it to the size of the book, the length of the book you want, and the width. And you keep cutting down until you end up with a book like that. And then all you need to do with that, you can add your pages in. If you want to stamp images or anything like that, add your pages in. And then you can recover this. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. Now, I'm just going to put on, if I can find my tape, here we are. A piece of this for the front and the back of my book. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop that on. I might need to cut my book down. Just pop that on like that, turn it over and cut it, because I'm going to have a thicker binder. But then this, all I'm going to do is cut that bit down. So I hope you can see. Just keep trimming that off, because that's all as wide as I want my book, like that. Like I say, just keep trimming it. Like that. And then you can tidy up any extras with your scissors. Okay? And I'm also going to put a piece on the back. So that's cut ready now, I don't need to trim again. And I've not quite put it to the edge of the spine, if you can see that. Not quite to the edge of the spine. Trim that off, and then what I'm going to do is to peel that back, like that. Take that piece of leather, wherever I put my leather. Where did I put my leather? I don't know. So I should have had that prepared, shouldn't I? I had a piece of leather somewhere. I don't know what I did with it. I thought I had it up here actually. Yeah, here it is. Just going to take my piece of leather, which I'm just going to cut. And I'm going to pop that on there like that. Peel that back. And pull that over like that. And all I'm going to do is to trim my book like that. And I'm not quite happy with the edging, so I'm just going to put my blade out a little bit more, and I'm just going to trim that down a touch on both sides, like that. And I'm quite happy with that now. That will do. And then there you are, I've got a perfectly good book that I can now add pages to if I want. And by that, just open that up there, that's the front cover. All I'm going to do with that is to take some of the scraps of paper that I've got, just as an inside cover. No, I need the other tape, let me get my other tape. Okay, and I'm just going to pop it onto the page like that and trim that. This is the tricky bit, getting the top of the tape off. Let's see if we can do that. Yeah, and then I also want another one cut like a silly hole. So I'm going to put that one in there first, like that. And I'm just going to put another bit of tape. Do it this way. Like that on the inside of that cover. Just trim that off. Trim that off. Press it down. And hopefully peel that bit back. And then stick that in there like that. And then all I have to do is just trim them off. Like that. And you can do that front and back. So then when you open your book, you've got that, and you can also add in other pages. Now these you can glue together, that's nothing. And what I mean by that is if we take a bit of Mod Podge, if you don't want all of the pages open, I'm going to do mine as a kind of like an open book, like that. So I'm going to find roughly the middle of my book, and then take your bit of Mod Podge, oops, not that one, and just brush it on, and then seal that, like that. So you open that page, and then what you're going to do is just seal that, and then just glue the ends. Just glue the ends. Make sure you get some glue on them, and then leave that to dry, and you won't need to, you know, do all of them together then. And then, like I say, with this one, I'm just going to glue this down. You can glue a couple of the pages, but to be honest, I wouldn't bother. And I'm just going to pop the glue on the ends like that, and just leave that for now to dry, and then I will put that in the order I want it to be in. Now another way of doing it, if you haven't got one of these books with that type of edging on, then what you do is you take an ordinary magazine like that, and it's got a flat edge, and you glue on there. Now, I've done mine like that. Mine's already done, and it's just kind of drying. So what you need to do then is you take your knife, your sharp knife, you do need a sharp one. See if we can turn this round. I want this out of the way. Sorry, I'm just going to pop that in the pot and clear my mess, to be honest. Okay, let's clear that mess. And like I say, I've glued this end. Is it this end or this end? Oh, this end. Silly all. So just in case you haven't got one of those, then what you can do is you can take a piece of this as well. I've glued it, but just for safety, I'm taking a piece of this double-sided tape. And what you can do, it's not quite dry mine, I'm just going to lay that double-sided tape on the spine, like, it's very awkward with a magazine, like that. Okay, and then fold it over as well, so that's actually protecting that spine. And then I'm going to cut it. So I've done that, and this is if you haven't got one of these magazines that's got that kind of spine on it, so you make your own. And again, I'm going to slice mine where I want it cut. This is the height of the book. Okay, and you turn the book around like that. Oops, don't mind if you go over, you can go back and redo it. You just need to cut the size of the book out that you want. See, like that. Oh, blooming knives are a pain in the backside. So I'm just taking that out. Not quite got it all out. See, mine's not quite glued together, but if I left it to dry properly, it would. It would be glued. I'm just going to get that section out. Doesn't matter about making a mess or anything, because you're going to do that. You're going to tidy that up. Let me move my book out of the way. Okay, clear this mess up. Right, here we go. So I've now got that in there. And if I'd have let it dry properly, it would have dried. And then all I do is clip out and tidy up all the edges. Like that. You have to be extremely careful when you're using these knives. Okay, so I've got that, and it's made another book for me. And then what I do, I'm going to do the same principle and cover the book. Okay, and again, I'm just going to use the double-sided tape for this. You could glue it, but I'm just going to use the double-sided tape. Let's tape this down. So right now, I've got that. Like that, and I do have to take this off. Don't worry about it falling apart. If you waited, if I'd have waited, it would have done it properly. But I'm showing you. So take your material and pop your book in there, and then I need another piece for this edge, or this side, should I say. Let me just see if I can get that off. Like that. And then you just leave that on. Fold that over. So you don't need to have one with a spine that's already on. You can make your own, and that's all you do with it. That's how you make them. Okay. And then if you're not happy with all the inside, what you can do is just glue them down a little bit more, like that. So I'm just going to take hold of my paintbrush again, take the Mod Podge and drop some down the middle, like that, covering the book, and then pop that back on, push that back in and let that dry, and there you've got another book. Okay, so two ways of doing a book. Look at that, you've got two ways of doing a book. That's the one with all the pages that'll be loose. I mean, look, it's quite neat, and you do have to let it dry. Squeeze that out, make sure they're all pushed in. So you've got that one, and then you've got that type, which you can then use as an open book. Just glue all of those down. And what I would do, to be honest, is to bend the pages. Bend them like that, so it looks like a proper open book. And then, like I say, you can just glue all your pages down. I'd leave that one, so you want to see the inside. And you could use that, and if you wanted to put anything like printed paper on it or something like that. Let me just find a piece. I want to find something that we can, like this one, just say this was like a journal type. All your scraps, you see. And then I want to put some writing in mine, so I'm just going to, hang on because my scissors are gunged up. Oh, I can do this, look. And take some of these out. And we'll just take that much. And then I can get my brush. Just glue that up. Okay. We'll do it on this one. Pop that in where the page is going to open, like that. And then all I'm going to do is just chop that off. So if I'm going to leave that sat on a desk where it's open, I've already got something that can be written on there. So just thought I'll show you that, a way to do them. If you haven't got that kind of binding book, you know, the book already like that, you can do them like that and add your pages as well. So that's that. I'm just going to pop the lid on that before I knock it over, because that'll be just about right for me. And then the other one is the tag. This is done with a canvas. I haven't covered the back yet, but I'm going to. Now all I've done with this is I've taken the elegance paper. I've made a corner panel. See how it goes over. And you slice it down the middle. You put your eyelets in, and then you lace it up, and then you can add your flower. Put that onto the corner, and that gives you a nice tag holder, like that. But I've also used some of the paper with the pinking scissors to make a border. And I can decorate that up further if I want to, or if not, just add that in. I've just made some tags out of the paper, the elegance paper. And I haven't finished it, you know, I'm going to redo that up a little bit and put some bits and pieces on. Might put some lace on this or whatever around the edge, and decorate some of these tags up. But I'm just showing you a different way of doing a tag, so you can add a corner to it and it looks brill. I've just put these are the leaves that I cut out the doily. They don't fray. Somebody asked me if they fray. No, they don't. And then, like I say, one of the flowers, matching ribbon, orange and brown and cream. These are to be edged yet with the ink, and they look great when you've got yourself a little tag that you can give as a gift. Alright, I just thought I'd show you that. Hope that's helpful. Thanks for watching. I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Bye bye for now.